What's happening, everybody? It's Troy here. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today we are going to be going into my third and final grow space. I reference to it all the time, but I've really never taken you guys in there. So my goal is taking you guys in there and showing you around. Maybe it will help one of you all who is also growing in windowsills in their bedroom, in their living room, or wherever. We'll talk about the lighting a little bit. You'll get to see the media and the pots that I'm using, and you'll get to see some of my most cherished and beloved plants. At the very end of the video, I put in some bonus footage. One of my viewers asked me for this video, I don't know, a month ago, 2 months ago. And so I finally, while I was in the bedroom, got around to filming. So I will also insert that. So at the very end, it's non-orchid related, but you guys will have to stick around to find out what it is that I'm wanting to show you, or what my viewer requested. So thank you guys. I appreciate you so much, and we'll get into the video now. All right, guys. So this is my third and final grow space. So I reference to this quite often, but you guys never get to see it. And so I think it's easier for you guys to understand more of my collection if you get the chance to see it. And plus it gives me a chance to show you guys some orchids that haven't been featured yet on the channel because they haven't bloomed in quite some time. Also, I'm going to be rearranging some orchids around. So I wanted you guys to see the setup now, and then we can talk about after I make my updates and my changes. We can talk about how those orchids are doing. So we'll just start real quick. These right here are cattleyas, and these are the orchids that I'm talking about. So what I'm thinking about doing, guys, is they're just not growing the way I want. And over the winter, I put these Barino lights in to help encourage them to grow better and to bloom. The Oncidiums were blooming fine before I added the light. Now they're blooming like crazy since I've added the light over winter. So I thought maybe the Cattleyas would do okay, but they're just not getting enough light, guys. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking these Cattleyas, putting them in the orchid room, and then the Oncidiums that I have in the orchid room, since how Oncidiums seem to be doing so well in this area, I'm thinking about bringing the Oncidiums in here. So as more than likely what's going to be happening is usually once I get an idea, I just kind of go with it. And I've gotten some really nice Cattleyas in here from Chadwick Orchids, Chadwick and Son. And so I won't be able to take the frames because these will fall over on my shelf. That's the only thing. I told you guys, these are like, this is my special collection. A lot of these orchids that are in my bedroom have been gifted to me. Funny enough, like people see a white orchid, like my mother, she goes down to Florida quite a bit, and she'll see a white orchid on a Better Grow bag, and she'll just go ahead and grab it. She doesn't look them up or anything, and she gifts them to me. And so, you know, I like to keep them separate. Is when they bloom, they're a little bit more. Like this orchid was given to me, I believe, for my birthday, maybe. And it's absolutely gorgeous. And so I put it in here so I can enjoy it when it's blooming. Same thing, like these phals do fine down here. This one is re-blooming. She branched off an old stem. Oh, got a wonky bloom. What's going on there? And I'm trying to angle her towards the light. The only thing about having the orchids in here is most of them are in the windowsill. And so I have to rotate them every so often. And I have, let's see, we have the Maxima right here that is sheathed. I have Shinafat Diamond. That's actually the orchid that is in my logo. I have for OBT Orchids. That's my company. For those of you guys who missed that video, I am now a nursery owner. I sell orchids. So this is the BLC Jerry Ann Richard. And that was a birthday present to myself, but nonetheless, still a special orchid. And then I have this Morning Glory, and it looks like she might bloom from the sheaths. I don't know. I might put this one back under light, just because she doesn't get as much, like from this side of the table over, get a different angle than this side. So I don't know. There'll be some changes. This is where that Pak Chung Smile, this is a Better Grow Vanda. And she blooms. This is a southwestern facing window, guys. So that's why I'm able to cultivate cattleyas and all that. And the phals appreciate the highlight. They get a little bit lower because they're down there, but they still get quite a bit. Right now, you guys can't tell because it's still so early on in my day, but here in a few hours, the sun will transition and just blast this side of the house. So it's also easier for me to film without the sun glaring off of everything. So yeah, this is the third and final grow space. This is the bedroom. I have a little home den, and if you guys hold on 1 second, I'm gonna walk to the ensuite part of it, and I have another shelf set up. But that's why I like these orchids in here. I talk about them being in terracotta because my airflow is not as good. Now I just added the fan to it, so now they're getting more adequate flow, but that's why they're all in terracotta, because this will dry out. These plastic pots like that, I only have to water every couple of weeks because the mask will just hold so much moisture, and because this doesn't have the amount of air movement that I have in the orchid room. So the only thing is once I move these guys to the orchid room, they're going to dry out faster. So I'm going to have to water them a little bit more, which is fine. But yeah, I think that's the update. I think that's the direction I'm going. So if you guys hold on 1 second though, I'll walk over there and I'll show you the rest of my orchids and we can chat about them for a second. Then I'll let you guys get on with your day. So this, guys, is the ensuite part. So this is the bathroom that connects to the master bedroom. And I have like my African violet and my pothos. They do great down there. That phal, that's her first time blooming. And she has done great growing here also. I usually have her turned around the other way. If I don't do that, the spike will, it will be awkward. Like when it grows out, it'll be facing the wrong direction when the blooms open. So I grow her towards the window and then turn her around. And then I just have more cattleyas, and these guys are all growing well, except same thing, this last corner one. So this is my poor Alice DuPont. Yeah, she looks, and she grows all over the place too. So that doesn't help. That doesn't make her look any better. But I think because when the sunlight hits her, it's already 3:30, 4 o'clock. And so that's just not enough time. But everybody else from here over, they all grow fine. So yeah, this is just nice gifts, you know, that I've gotten. This is let's see, you're Irene Finney. So you're Irene Holguin. She's in sheath. This was gifted to me. This is the BLC Chief Mount. It is a Better Grow purchase. Somebody was down in Florida and thought of me because there was a white orchid on the bag. The picture was a white orchid. I just can't remember. It might have been my mother. I don't know. And then we got a new growth on Irene Finney. And we have not one, but two sheaths. This is Burkett Bride. So I have Burkett Lakeland Wonder, and then this one is Burkett Bride. They were actually both released the same years. And I forget who's in there. There's a whole bunch of bells. I think it's like princess bells and angel bells, maybe. So yeah, it'd be a nice big white showy cattleya. This was a Cattleya gigas that I got from Yoshi at Orchids by the Lake. This is a Brazilian import that comes down from Floralia. So hopefully this new growth, I will get to see it bloom. Nice primary hybrid. Then up here, I have a summer blooming phal. And she is getting adjusted into lava rock. So she's probably not going to bloom for the rest of this summer. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. And then this is a Better Grow Orchid, Samsarai Blue, I believe. Samsarai Glory, something like that. Oh, wait. Right in front of me. Oh, look at me go. Samsari Glory. All right. Yeah, well, this was just a quick little look around. It wasn't as sunny today. The sun's on the other side of the house right now, but it's kind of been cloudy, so I can actually come in here and film without the sun glaring off all the terracotta and the lava rocks and the white shelving. But now when I reference this area, you guys will be able to have a visual so you can compare. Maybe this is a similar setup that you're growing in. So maybe some of my suggestions for this room might be more practical for the environment you're growing in. So I thank you guys for hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoyed small, short little tour. I think in here, I don't know, there may be 50 orchids in here. So between here and the bedroom. So, but yeah, nonetheless, now you guys can actually have a visual when you think of my third growth space that I talk about so frequently. But you all take care. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a like, comment, share, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.